that, you know, are into mixed martial arts, they'll go to a gym and they may have a dream of becoming the UFC champion or a champion in mixed martial arts in some way, shape or form because they've seen it done before. When you started that journey, it hadn't been done before from anybody from Great Britain. So how do you start the journey of a dream that does not have a blueprint with anything that's gone before?
Yeah, well, before I answer that, we just recently had a new British champion in Leon Edwards, so round of applause for Leon.
Big up, Leon! Big up!
Absolutely incredible, knocking out Kamaru Usman the way that he did. Yeah, so I mean, listen, some of you people might have saw my documentary or whatever, so I apologise if you've heard this 1,000 times, but you know, like a lot of people, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was younger. Left school at 16. String of dead-end jobs, you know, and I met my wife and we had 2 children, and you know, you work your backside off and at the end of the week still skint, you know. And I remember this guy that I worked with, Mick, my supervisor, he said, "Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life?" And I said, "No, not at all." He said, "Well, you need to give it some thought." He said, "Because you seem like a pretty smart guy." He said, "But before you know it, Michael, 20 years is going to pass and you're still going to be here. Seems like yesterday when I walked in this factory and I'm now almost retired, you know." So I did give you some thinking, some thought.
Right.
And I kept coming back to the same thing. And I went in one day and I said, "Mick, I figured it out what I want to do." And he takes his tool belt off and he rubs his hands together. He goes, "Okay, what is it? What do you want to do?" I said, "I'm going to be a professional fighter." And he was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were smart." I said, "No, trust me, Mick, I know what I'm doing." Obviously I did a lot of martial arts when I was a kid. But yeah, you're right, to your point, you know, mixed martial arts, UFC, nobody really even knew what that was. But I was told, informed that, because I, like anyone, I said, "Well, isn't that dangerous?" And the guy that told me about it said, "Well, I'll never put you in a life-changing fight unless there's a life-changing check." And I thought, wow, life-changing check, I like the sound of that. First ever professional fight, I got paid $0, not a single dollar or pound. So, but you got to work your way up. But I remember at the time, you know, everyone back home in Clitheroe, they were all talking about me behind my back. They all thought I was an idiot. They all thought, what, just because, you know, I was a bit of a tough lad, if you will. What, you're going to become a professional fighter? You're already